But it is not so easy because we cannot connect wires or can't use electricity to send data. But we can use lights. Lights are very cheap and are very quick to send data using lights can be easily used to contact the satellites from our Earth station. Because light can travel through up to 45,000 kilometers and it can travel, it can take the data in an encrypted format, and it's very easy for the Earth stations to communicate with the satellite. And light, this is the small demonstration of the present combination of solar light to power.
Very nice, children.
Hello sir, I'm going to talk about rocket simulation.
Rocket launches.
Rockets launch simulation. Rockets pre-launch, very speed, and rocket is exit through this point to the atmosphere.
Coming out. Next.
Good afternoon, sir. Today we are going to talk about evolutionary technology. That's changing the way we think about energy, converting water into oxygen. This process also known as
Water into
Electrolysis. Electrolysis is a process.
Great.
First flight plane of Tamil Nadu was built by Giacomo di Angelis in 1930s at Pallavaram.
In our place. Oh, that's nice.
Let us go back in time, in 1930s and 40s. That was the time the aviation was just beginning. At that time, airplanes were built using simple engineering and mechanical principles.
As years passed, scientists and engineers improved aircraft by using Newton's first law and second law of motion, where they mainly concentrated in the engine to become faster, wings to be aerodynamic, and cockpits to be well advanced.
Let's take an inspiring journey of Usha Sundram. She was born up in Tamil Nadu and she was a pioneering Indian aviator and animal welfare activist. Once she flew a British Spitfire fighter, something even trained men hesitated to do, but she done.
As a woman, she had
Yes,
the
sir.
courage.
While flying, often she wore sari. She born up in Tamil Nadu.
Wearing sari, she was
Yes.
captaining all that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Her first flight took place on 1940.
Usha Sundaram.
Yes.
When Usha Sundaram completed her first solo flight, her proud father-in-law rushed to send the big news via telegram. But instead of writing she did solo, the telegram read she died solo. Can you imagine the panic back home?
That's a huge panic.
This is the interior of the old plane. When we think of ordinary aeroplane, comfort wasn't the priority. So lightweight and function were everything. These planes had bamboo chairs which were not chosen for luxury, but to reduce weight. Thank you.
We are going to explain about jet, working of jets. Jet, it's a short of our jet aircraft. It's a type of aeroplane propelled by one or more jet engine. Jet engine works by drawing in air to a large fan at the front, compressing it with multiple planes to increase pressure, mixing it in the fuel in the combustion chamber where it is emission nice.
Finally, the oils are forced out of the back of the engine to creating at high speeds, creating with the force that pushes the aircraft forward.
This feature of jets makes them used for fast and long distance travel. In orbit, they are used for combat, surveillance, and transport. Jet engines are so powerful that they can run from private jet to
And
factory.
we also there is.
This is our runway model. The runway is a super strong made for aeroplanes. This is made up of concrete up to 1,200 feet long and 130 to 200 feet width and 15 to 17
1,400 is a very old one. Now it's 3 kilometers. For example, in Ahmedabad, where the accident was, 3,200 meters, which means 3.2 kilometers. In the 1,200, in Mina Park was there. Now they have also increased.
The runway and flight forces works as a perfect team. During takeoff, the long runway gives space for plane to build speed until the lift reach weight. Together, we make billions of safety flights possible every year.
What is the size of the plane?
Engines create lift.
Engines create thrust, pulling forward, while air resistance create pulling backward. When the plane speeds up, wings create lift while its weight is pulled down. When the plane speeds the speed of 180 meters per hour, it rises in the sky.
So that was that they are taking off.
Cessna 182 is one of the most famous for small planes in the world. It's used for personal handling, pilot training, and even for small cargo space. It only contains 4 passenger seats and only 1 engine and 1 propeller. Now we are going to talk about some parts of the plane.
You are trying to take it up.
We should throw.
Tail pattern contains all service represent vertical stability. All service represent important angle direction. Vertical stability helps to change the direction. Propeller, it is connected to the engine and spins to push the aircraft forward. Next, landing gear. It supports both ground and plane
Here and the thrust is.
during takeoff or landing. But the Cessna 182 have to stick the landing gear and it cannot pull.
That is the feature of Cessna.
Yes, sir. Thanks. Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir. Today we are going to explain about the plane crash recently happened in Ahmedabad.
Ahmedabad, VT Medical College, inside. There are also 17 people died inside the building. Yes. 19. Louder. We are not hijacking flight.
Plane around 241 people and died, sir, during the crash.
You said how the crash happened, you are saying about the numbers.
Fuel got stuck between.
Fuel engine got cut off. One pilot is asking the other, why did you cut off? He says, I didn't cut off.
The plane is crashed.
Crashed. There is some kind of, even there are theories like suicidal theories of one pilot.
I made a video for it.
No time. No, how long?
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Play. The idea is
Fuselage port side looks clean. No visible damage. All access panels secured.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Artemis and I will give you a brief introduction about airplanes and jets. Aeroplanes and jets are the two types of flying machine which helps us to fly through the sky.
say one difference.
No, sir. I will explain about the
He will say that. You should also have the knowledge. Okay. Mostly my knowledge, jets are shorter. This is long. Yes.
Jets were invented by Frank Whittle in the year 1930 and the first flight was taken in the year 1941. Jets can travel up to the speed of 2,500 km.
But I wanted to say this is faster, this is not.
Aeroplane was made by Everwin and Everwin in the year 1903. It used the principle of aerodynamics, and there are various types of airplane which are namely cargo plane, passenger plane, military, etc.
Aerodynamics is the favorite subject of Kalam.
Approach is based on air defense machinery, but work without human interaction.
Without human interaction.
Aeronautics is not only about planes, jets and such. It also involves the objects which accommodate air to get a flight. So here we explain about this air defense system. So this device measures the attacking missiles power and storm. So it also launches an equal power of
Going up and destroying our
utilizing attacking missile.
I heard it, but how it exactly detects the oncoming flight? Enemies.
Creating the type of missile and
The exact accuracy it's going and destroying and both falling down. My question is how they are exact smart. It's open space.
That's what sir. Ultrasonic sensor was an
Clean sky even this Pagalpam later also the same thing happened. Many we were stopping and destroying.
both about human interaction and as well which enables the drone to fly is aerodynamics. This is the exact reason why the drone is flying. There are four key principles under aerodynamics, which are lift, thrust, drag and weight. Lift, it is the upward force that keeps an object stay airborne. Thrust, it is the object that propels forward.
Even it applies to planes also, correct? Only for drones.
Every object is placed in the space.
Ah.
Drag, which resists the motion of air through air. Weight, it pulls up the object flying in down.
Based on the four principles, it is floating on the air or flying in the air. Great.
So spinning propellers push the air downwards, which create an upward force which lifts the drone up. And motors create a thrust which helps the drone to move forward and backward. And sensors and controllers constantly adjusting the speed of the propeller which keep the drone steady in the air. Thank you, sir.
Okay, all together. Make it fast. Very nice. Oh, Indigo. Yes, very nice. Who made this collectively? Any of you? Great one. They look like, but white is more. Indigo 50%. 50% blue. Start.
Our team has pointed out how aeroplanes wings are designed to fly against gravity and withstand the pressure of air and stay in air. To help you with more information, my friend will continue.
The aeroplane flies by the method of Bernoulli's principle and lift. The wing is shaped to make air move faster on the top curve and slower on the flattened bottom. This method is combined with Newton's third law.
The efficiency of the aeroplane wing is measured by its lift to drag ratio. It is made up of various parts such as pods, vertical stabilizers and booms.
So this much the wings play a role.
The wing is an aerodynamic part of the plane. It generates lift.
Okay, next one over.
Yes.
Thank you. Actually, I'm just happy about the way you did it. Great one. Nice. Yes. Yeah. Where do we eat?
System is
How is the irrigation smart that you say?
Yes, sir. In parts like Punjab, due to over irrigation, the water and is maybe less and the water has the rotors. So, Vijay Bharat Reddy has formed this system. Now, Harish will demonstrate this and I will be explaining about the demonstration. This is the wet sand. So, when we place...
You detect the level of the soil, how much water is there. It stops automatically.
This is the wet sand, which this is the moisture level. When we place it in the dry sand, we can see that there is the water pouring down. And when we again place it in the wet sand, the water stops. This makes sure the water flow doesn't get over too much and the
water saving. Yeah, the smart irrigation.
It also stops.
Same way one girl section they did it. I think a different way.
It is made up of
Louder.
titanium and stainless steel. And it is used for the conversation between the co-pilot and the pilot.
Their conversation. Flight recorder. This was what the conversation in the Ahmedabad crash also. This is doing post-mortem equipment. Nice boy. Okay, take care.
Well done, children. Very great knowledge. Even I too had.
Yes, sir.
Smart. From aeroplane to immediately agriculture you were talking. It will alert people. It will automatically switch off. Automatically switch off. Even we need. Bring Shanti and explore them. How automatically alert.
So which is a fire alert system which detects the fire into 20 millimeter and that is into a mobile.
Well in advance we will be alerting us.
So this one, sir, we didn't see, sir.
This is the first flight. This is the first flight made by the Wright brothers called Wright flight. The first flight took place in near city of North Carolina. The first flight lasted for
From here, போயிடுங்க.
Morning, sir. Yes, all this for you, sir. Main method got it from here, sir. Please enjoy the topic, sir.
Very nice. Very nice. Yes. Great. Space gift. Yes.
Good afternoon, sir. We are going to see dangers of space. Yes, what is beyond the blue sky? Well, space is beautiful. Living up there seems peaceful, right? No, there's so many kinds of space. How can you realize that? Well, how do astronauts stay in ISS? Well, ISS is a place where every person contributes to the reduce the stages of space.
Yes.
Our students have put a lot of effort in making things. We request you to stay a little longer.
Why not? Why not? Lot of real effort. ISS. We'll see International Space Station. Yes, one by one we will go. Yes, Mongoli.
Excuse me, sir.
Ask.
I just saw it that side.
That side, anti-clockwise. Then ask aunties to be aware. Yes.
Apollo 13. Apollo 13 was a third manned mission.
What is Apollo?
13. Apollo 13.
Apollo mission. Apollo mission. Okay.
Apollo 13 was a third manned mission to explore the frog craters.
On
Very nice.
1970, April 11, the Apollo was launched. The oxygen tanks were exploded.
That was a severe incident. The mission had to be aborted. The crew members used the lunar module as a lifeboat to execute the lunar flyby. That is it utilizing the moon's gravity to slingshot the spacecraft to Earth.
The crew faced several challenges including power shortage, freezing temperature and lack of drinking water. Oxygen leak is a serious and a potential life-threatening situation that occurs when oxygen leaks.
Oxygen leaks are a safety hazard that can be prevented with the use of oxygen leak detectors.
It can be detected.
This model shows here how all the dangers that surround it in outer space, which is space debris. Space debris can be categorized into 3 units, which is minute space particles, broken satellite parts, and satellites themselves.
Space debris. Okay, already discussed in the girls.
The collision between Radium 33 and Cosmos 2251 is the best example of space debris.
Another incident was China's anti-satellite missile test to destroy the Fenghan 1C weather satellite.
Yes.
Space debris are also known as space junk, refers to any non-functional human-made objects orbiting the Earth.
Space dust.
Debris surrounding the Earth grows exponentially because of the Kessler syndrome, which states that one crashed into another.
Yes.
Space debris, laser plane. Space debris is a laser plane which is orbiting the Earth of the laser.
Nets can be deployed to its lab and capture the debris, aligned to control deorbiting.
Yes.
The space debris attacks the satellite. This is
It disturbs the communication network also. Yes, next line. Yes.
man-made junk also refers to human-made objects revolving the Earth. These objects may be included as old satellites, rocket stages, or fragments.
Space jumps are very dangerous because they miss their orbit and can hit the Earth and cause very often. This model illustrates how the space debris hit and the solar panel of the satellite, which
That's
is
what I mentioned there. It will affect the communication network also.
It's a very important part for the energy source, and it gives risk to satellites and people inside the satellite.
Satellites faces many problems like space debris, meteorites.
That's also a disturbance.
When the space debris damaging the solar.
Yes. You should form your own sentence.
Microgravity affecting space causes many health-related problems like bone loss, muscle weakening, etc.
Bone loss.
The microgravity of human body, musculoskeletal system.
Without the concept of pull of gravity, bone and muscular experience a rapid decline in the density.
The density decline. Yes.
Hello, team is excited to present on the main dangers of space. They are high temperature, no oxygen, and space suits. There is a vacuum with no air pressure. It means that without protection, our body would expand and burn. If air is there in space, we would hear high sounds of planets and correlation of galaxies. Here are the sounds of planets recorded by NASA. Sound of Mercury, sound of Venus, sound of Earth, sound of Mars, sound of Jupiter, sound of Saturn, sound of Uranus.
Made by NASA.
Not made by NASA, sir. It's recorded by NASA.
Recorded, but they were the ones who released it. No?
Spacesuit have many insulation layers and have intercooling system that provides comfortable temperature for body.
Spacesuit are, we can say that maintain a regulated reference point to
Understand and say your own sentence. That's why.
face our bodies.
In that sunlight, the temperature in space can get higher above 120 degrees Fahrenheit because there is no atmosphere to observe it.
That is why it's 120 post.
In space, astronauts experience cold loss and muscle lifting due to the experience of autonomy. It loses 1 to 1.5.
Astronauts must follow planned diets and exercise routines to mitigate microgravity effects. And
bone loss. Microgravity effects on bone include on bone loss, which is especially weight bearing bones.
Radiation of space. Unlike Earth, space lacks a protective atmosphere and magnetic field to shield against harmful radiation.
Threat to electronics. Radiation can cause damage or disturb to spacecraft electronics, causing malfunctions, data corruption, or complete failure of systems.
It's radiated.
Space hospital. In space hospital, astronaut can take treatment if he got any hurt. And in space hospital, they can also take oxygen cylinder. In space
Whatever possibility cure they will take it.
Cosmic rays. Cosmic rays are highly energy particles that travel to space at nearly the speed of light. They originate from various sources like sun and galaxies.
Astronaut faces various harsh climate of space like bone loss, muscle loss, cardiovascular system,
All their face and take a lot of time.
Shielding techniques. Shielding techniques are very important for spacecraft as well as astronauts. Without space shielding techniques, neither of them would survive.
Yes. No one will survive. You should always say, okay, you should understand and frame sentence. Over? Yes, yes, well done, Chandra. Nice.
Thank you, sir.
Nice to see you. Thanks for waiting. Just be very brief.
Sir, I welcome you to a journey through our space expo. Today we are going to see about how does galaxy spin and its principles spin. So first of all, what is galaxy? A galaxy is a group of collection of stars, planets, gas, dust, etc. etc. So our galaxy is called Milky Way galaxy and it is a spiral galaxy. It is in spiral in shape.
As the gas comes closer to it, it starts spinning. Because of that, spiral arms are created. So this is the this is the reason why galaxy is spiral in shape.
How does galaxy spin? Galaxy started spinning a long time before, right after the Big Bang, when clouds of gas and dust began to collapse because of gravity.
The main principle behind it is the concept of angular momentum, rotation, gravity, and motion.
So good morning, sir. Today we are going to present a small prototype of NASA's engineering team Mars helicopter. It was the first aircraft to fly over the Mars.
It took its first flight on April 19, 2021 and it was about weight 1.8 kilogram and 49 centimeter tall and at 1.8. It took its last flight on January 18, 2024. The last flight was because of the rover damage. The rover damage was caused because of the difference of pressure between Mars and Earth, which is only 1%.
But you said 1921. You said 2021.
Scientists can develop the advanced versions of this model and study how these components
Be louder, be louder.
work inside the container.
The main aim of this Mars inverse number is to show the climatic condition and temperature of Mars.
Good afternoon. I heartily welcome you to an immersive exploration of the cosmos through the lens of most powerful and complex space observatory ever built. The budget of this James Webb Space Telescope is about 85,000 crores.
85,000 crore. Wow. Yes. Good afternoon. Today we are going to explore the fascinating celestial event, the lunar eclipse. The lunar eclipse. The lunar eclipse occur only in full moon, but not in all the full moon because moon is still there, so you can't see the lunar eclipse directly.
Moon is lunar effect. Okay, when the moon enters the basal the shadow inside cell 3 moon enters the nano cell.
Lunar eclipse large eclipse device. They are interesting designs. They are going to demonstrate it with the VR itself.
Yes, complete. Yes, the moon. Yes, it appears, disappears. It is black now. Complete Amavasai. Very nice. Very nice. This was called
Examine the other planets of this.
Today we are going to talk about India's first ever satellite, the Aryabhatta satellite. The Aryabhatta satellite was India's first ever satellite, which was designed and developed by Indian Space Research Organization in the remembrance of legendary mathematician and astronomer Aryabhatta.
ancient time.
It is a 26-sided polyhedron and weighing up to 360 kg and containing in diameter 1.4 meters.
It has solar panels which converts the sunlight into energy for the sunlight, and it has an inverter structure which stores the energy during the solar eclipse. Thank you, sir.
Welcome, sir. Welcome to this opportunity of providing us. We are going to explain about the Perseverance. NASA was the only space company which had been created a Perseverance for rover for Mars, and it had been found out the Asian lake, the evidence of the Asian lake in the Mars.
Great. Almost the same.
We also need to know the planet where Perseverance rovers are. Mars is the only planet which is reddish in color due to the iron oxide.
Perseverance rover is a highly advanced mobile robotic laboratory on Mars. It is designed to explore the Martian surface and search for signs of Asian microbial.
Of course, yes. Here, so we finish here and then go that side. Yeah.
Today we are going to explain about ISRO, Chandrayaan-3 and the history of rockets.
First of all, ISRO launched Chandrayaan-3 before the launch of Chandrayaan. But unfortunately, the Chandrayaan-2 lander launched its communication during its failure. So they launched Chandrayaan-3.
It was launched on 14th July 2023 at Satish Dhawan Space Station in Sriharikota at 2:35 p.m. The rocket technology was built 2000 years ago, and the old days in China they were used for fireworks and they were used for weapons. Fireworks also.
Chandrayaan-3 has been landed on this orbit which is considered as an explosive, and it is comprised of Vikram lander and Pragyan rover. It was landed on August 23, 2023.
Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam has held instrumental in developing India's indigenous missile systems and satellite launch. He played a very big role.
Yes.
That's in space. Formed by supernova explosion and planetary nebulae. It is consists of cosmic dust and some gases like hydrogen,
Yes.
helium, and other
I'm not
gases.
asking whether it is a planet.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Jamie. What do you think of the results? Do you think the beginner's spacecraft is system of planet and space? But if you know the wealth and known of India, the satellite can be any of the planets and planets star or not. But usually one satellite also a mission which is launched into space and circles around Earth or other bodies into space. That can be an example. Great example of some scientists.
Be louder.
Good morning, sir.
Do you believe in aliens, sir? Like aliens exist?
I come to know, but it's highly impossible to have aliens. So how they live, what they do, so like
So
this.
people use mathematics to explain whether alien exists or not. So this is an equation which is given by a scientist named Paul Dirac, and this equation explains about the existence of the alien. So n means the number of civilizations which humans could communicate. So R star means the rate of star formation, and the Fp means the fraction of stars which has its own planet. Ne means the planet which is life
Final.
So final finding we can say like mysterious. There are trillions of stars in our galaxy, and in the trillions of stars there can be at least trillions of planets, and in the trillions of planets there can be millions of planets which could be supporting life. So in the supporting life, the life could have evolved. So they could have become intelligent and they could have communicated. Still now this equation remains unsolved. Like many of the values is not.
What you said finally is correct. It remains unsolved.
Sir, I'm going to explain about Area 51. So Area 51 is one of the most protected airways which is located in the United States of America in Nevada. So let's talk about the cloud cycle. The cloud patterns are the state patterns which are found by specifically found which is by the use of high frequency science.
My name is Saidi. I am here to present the project ultrasonic space radar system. This is inspired by real life technology.
Be louder.
In outer space, there will be more space gems and asteroids, and to detect that we are demonstrated this with the ultrasonic technology. Also, this sensor cell is asteroid. When it detects the sensor, it shows the red signal. After taking this asteroid, the audience is to red signal. Good afternoon, sir. Myself Shruti and his name is Shruti. Explain about the solar system.
Solar eclipse occurs when the moon passes between the sun and the earth, blocking sun's
It's simple.
So there are different types of solar eclipses. Total solar eclipse, partial solar eclipse, and annual solar eclipse. Good afternoon, sir.
Louder.
Our project is about rainwater sensor system. And it works automatically.
It consists of a DC motor, a battery, and a sensor.
to protect the clothes from being wet. Let me show how it works.
Yes. Great. The people, family should know this.
Welcome, sir. Let me introduce the beautiful house which has the rainwater harvesting system. Rainwater harvesting system is a process of collecting or storing the rainwater for later use. It is suitable and cost-effective solution for water consumption. With some traditional harvesting, it is also water fixing system. It is also useful in the peak period of drought.
Yeah, that's not. We can also we can easily recycle it. We do have our metro water has made arrangements, but people are not making this. Very nice. Well done, children. Great brain. But one thing I found that the teachers should also notice they were low volume talk. In other rooms, the students were very vibrant in talking. Your confidence can be proved only through your voice. Okay, that will take down. Thank you, sir.
Ma'am. Ma'am. Live post. Live post.